Hi guys, this is my second video for today, and in this video I'll start talking about trading Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. But before I get into it, I just want to say big thanks to everyone who's watching my channel, who's leaving comments, who is subscribing. Let's make this channel bigger and let it grow, and I'll do my best to post videos every week. But I've got a busy life, so I don't necessarily always have a time to make those videos. But anyway, thank you all, and let's get into it. Before I talk about trading, I just want to do just a quick disclaimer. I'm not a professional trader or anything like that. I'm not a financial advisor. I will not advise you of buying any cryptocurrencies. I can give you hints and tips, but I don't want you guys to lose money. I don't want to advise something and you'll go and buy it and it'll drop in price, and you'll just go and lose your money. I just want to leave this decision up to you so you can make your own choices. Also with trading, I just want to say, if you are a gambler, if you like high risks, and or you are a very emotional person where you get worried very quickly if something drops in price or goes up in price, trading is probably not for you. But you could still invest into Bitcoin, and that's the difference. So basically, you could either invest, so you just buy Bitcoins or other cryptocurrencies, and you just leave it alone and just let it grow, and you just occasionally can just buy more of the cryptocurrencies. You will have to do just a bit of trading, because to get other cryptos, you most likely will have to go to like Poloniex or one of those other websites where you can get those other coins. But then you just so this is just the only trading you'll do. You'll just quickly buy it and get it out of the exchange and put it in the wallet and just forget about it and just hope for it to grow. So if you are that type of person, just invest and don't do any trading. Trading is very risky. But if you are a trader, especially if you are a professional trader already, if you trade like traditional markets or currencies, or like blue stocks, not blue stocks, the ASX shares and all that. So if you are into it already, like you could make really good money with cryptocurrencies, because you already have all that knowledge, which also applies here. If you are not into trading, if you've never done it, you could still do well with trading, but it is risky and you have to know what you're doing. Basically, you could either day trade, so you'll be just doing some quick trades every day and hope to make some good money, or you could just do occasional trades, like you just occasionally switch from one coin to another, or from Australian dollars to Bitcoin or something like that. So you just do like occasional, like I do. Like I only trade like sometimes when I'm like almost like 100% confident that, obviously there is no 100%. You can't be 100% confident with trading, but when I see certain patterns and I feel comfortable with selling some of my coins into Bitcoin or something, then I do that. But I don't day trade, and 95% of day traders, this is like statistics, 90 or 95% of people actually lose money day trading. So you probably don't want to end up in this 95%, unless you're really good and you'll be in that 5 to 10% of traders who actually make good money. But I wouldn't recommend it. You can lose a lot of money, or do it and lose money, and that will be a good lesson for you. Right, so these are the types of tradings, I guess. So I would, if you are going to be doing any trading, please just do occasional trades, just unless when you're kind of 100% sure that you know what you're doing. All right, so if I was to compare crypto markets versus traditional markets, there would be let's compare crypto, like something like Poloniex exchange, to, or even BTC markets, to ASX, Australian Stock Exchange. There are some differences. So the main difference would be, especially with something like Poloniex, you don't trade dollars or Australian or US dollars, you trade in Bitcoins. You only trade in Bitcoins. In fact, you should forget completely about Australian dollars or whatever. Always think in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is your base currency that all the other currencies trade against. There are some like Ethereum markets and Monero markets, but it's mainly Bitcoin market where you will be trading. So when you look at the prices, they're all in Bitcoin prices. They're not in dollars, and you should just forget about thinking in dollars. Always think of Bitcoin. Bitcoin always goes up, so your target is to always get more and more Bitcoin. Another difference between something like Poloniex and or BTC markets and ASX is that it's 24/7. Australian Stock Exchange doesn't operate 24/7. It stops for a day and then it starts next morning. It doesn't trade on weekends as well, on public holidays. This thing, the cryptocurrency market, is just 24/7. It's just non-stop trading. So that could be good and bad. I do find it good in the fact that most of the trades happen in Asia and US, and because we are ahead of time most of the times in Australia, unless you're in Japan or somewhere, but we are ahead of time, and sometimes it's good. Sometimes you can do really good trades in the morning while US is going to sleep. So just be aware of this, but in general, yeah, it is 24/7, so it's not like your traditional market where you can start putting some orders in before the market opens or when it closes, so you just have to be aware of this. The other thing, it's very easy to get into. There are brokers, but unless you're trading like big sums, anyone can get into it. Anyone can get like $50 worth of Bitcoin and just start trading with very low fees. So the fees are quite low on these websites. Especially all the American, like the BTC markets, it's 0.8%, but the Poloniex is like from 0.15 to 0.25%, so it's pretty good. It's very easy to get funds in. It's very fast because it's crypto. You just like deposit your Bitcoins into your account, and it appears like within an hour, usually like within 20 minutes or 10 minutes on the exchange, and you start trading, you make your sell. Or buy or sell, and you can quickly withdraw money as well back into your wallet. So it's much faster, and there's a good liquidity as well in some of those top currencies like Bitcoin. But when I say liquidity, it's like the volume. So you want to have a good volume. Otherwise, if you buy something that's got low volume, you'll be waiting forever for your order to be executed. So it does have a good liquidity. What else? Right, websites. So websites to trade. So I don't know why I'm typing websites. Basically, the main ones. If you're in Australia, first to get Bitcoins, I would get into BTC markets, buy and sell there. Mainly buy Bitcoin there. What I already talked about in my previous video is that there is this. It seems to be manipulated, unless there is a person who's sitting there and putting those orders in. But what I noticed, there's always this big 15.456 order, buy order and sell order. They look suspiciously identical. So what I think the BTC markets are doing, they are actually manipulating this market, and they are tightening the limits as well, so they can control the price a bit. So this is very bad, but I mean, we don't have much choice. We have to use one of those websites to buy things, but this is bad. Like they just do it. I reckon they've got some sort of bot or even like just a code that monitors the prices and trying to cut all the outliers, the high prices or low prices, and they just tightening the limits, which is bad. But I mean, it is what it is. Just be aware of it. And once you get your Bitcoin, I would suggest buying your coins, other altcoins from Poloniex. Probably is the biggest one. It's POLONIX. It's very easy to register. You just put your like email address, your just basic details, and you start trading. But be aware of this, like this maximum of $2,000 US dollar limit on how much you can withdraw per day. and to raise this limit, you need to provide your driving license or passport photo, and that raises the limit to 25,000 US dollars a day. And if you want to trade even more, then you have to talk to their support and they can raise it. I think they'll whitelist your wallet address. So then only one address will be allowed to withdraw the funds and all that, so just for security purposes. Anyway, Poloniex is your one exchange. It's got a lot of coins, but mainly most popular coins are here, and it's a very good volume as well here. But it doesn't have a lot of other coins, like a lot of second tier coins. So for those ones, you need to go to Bittrex. So that's another website I use to buy other altcoins that are not listed on Poloniex. So they've got markets. So in Bittrex, same thing applies here. You just you trade with bitcoins. You don't trade with US dollars or Australian dollars. So you need to get your bitcoins first, or Ethereum, but mainly Bitcoin. The other thing to, if I was to compare ASX to cryptocurrency exchanges, it's unregulated. So ASX is obviously a regulated space. It's regulated by government. It's got a lot of laws in place. These markets are unregulated and very volatile. But it doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means it's actually good in some respect, because they are volatile. There's a lot of swings in price, and that's where you can make good money. So that probably concludes part one. This video. So I'll do another part two probably today or maybe next week, and I'll talk about tools you should be using for trading. Anyway, like this video, leave comments, let me know what you think, and I'll keep going next week. Thank you.